Last week, father figure Sam kept his balance and poise to take the points in round 3 of InsureMyRide's The Ultimate Rider.
Sam.
He now holds top spot and has his sights firmly set on the $20,000 in prize money and a dream contract with Team Honda Racing.
It couldn't have been better for me, really, and I had to win it, and I did, so I'm happy.
But Sam's not the only contestant with a reason to celebrate at Brit's base camp. His bunkmate Glenn turns 21 today.
Hey! Happy birthday!
Cheers, boys.
21 today, you got to skip around.
Skip around.
But it's not only his mates who have organised something special.
Hey buddy, I just wanted to wish you a wonderful 21st birthday and to let you know how proud I am of you and what you've achieved in your 21 years.
Glenn and his older siblings have a very special bond. Tragically, their parents died in a motorcycle accident when Glenn was only 12. Brother Greg and sister Candace have raised Glenn for the past 9 years.
You know, I was only 12 and I couldn't really, I suppose, understand at 12 what had happened and what laid ahead for my future. I just sort of listened to my brother and sister, and yeah, some people have heroes, and those two are definitely two people that I look up to and I love so much.
So good luck in the competition. I know you'll do well. Kick butt, little man, and see you soon.
I work hard every day to make them proud, so hopefully I'm making them proud.
Despite the milestone day, the show must go on. Glenn and the boys need to get their game faces on to impress MotoGP legend Daryl Beattie and Team Honda boss Paul Free. Hi guys, welcome to Moto Logic. This is the home of Team Honda Racing. And I bet you're wondering what we've got in store for you today.
We're always wondering.
Today's skills session sees you going as fast as you can, but it won't be on a bike.
The test today, guys, is to see how quickly you can change the rear wheel on this bike.
It's time for some of you pretty boys to get your hands dirty.
Guys, you're going to be fitting the high-performance Dunlop Sport Smart tyre, a great tyre for both track and road use. Understanding the mechanics of a bike is critical to making it perform at its peak.
We undo the axle nut. We spin the breaker bar around once we start to get a bit of speed on.
So the rookies need to master this skill before they battle head-to-head for points later in the day.
On the holder, axle on the holder, chain off, caliper off, wheel down. Going back in, chain on first, caliper on, axle, spacer on, washer on, rag in the chain. We just check over the top, come up to tension, click, rag out, pump the brake.
First up in the tyre change challenge is 17-year-old apprentice Brodie.
You're a machinist, so we expect you to be pretty good at this.
Pressure's on.
As expected, Brodie is doing well.
Got the nut off.
But are Daryl and Paul too easily impressed?
What's Dad say when he's looking over your shoulder in the shed?
Got it right. Your little brother can change wheels better than you. You need to stop going to your girlfriend's house and learn to do this.
Maybe that bit of cheeks helped you though, because you got pretty good pace.
Many of the rookies rely on their family to maintain and service their bike, but that's not the only support they receive.
I definitely picked the wrong sport, and in terms of money, it's costing us an arm and a leg to race, and I mean, my family goes without so much, and the sacrifices they make for me to race is just massive. Dad would kill me for this.
That's all right, mate, you just...
Most of the young competitors clearly let their family do most of the mechanical work.
Oh, that was disastrous.
Almost all are struggling to put the tyre back on the bike.
Get you some moisturiser and a bit of a hand rub after banging it that many times.
But has internationally experienced 26-year-old Alex learned a little more than his young rivals.
This isn't working out, is it?
You're still below that. Pump and brake. Good work, mate. Well done.
That was a shocker.
You've done well.
Cheers.
When we return, does a massive crash end the ultimate rider dream for one reckless rookie? Hey Glenn, how's the bike? Oh my God! Looks like it's been split open like a lobster. Soon, one of our lucky rookies will be crowned InsureMyRide the ultimate rider and receive a coveted testing contract with Team Honda Racing. The machine they'll be put through their paces on is the magnificent CBR 1000 Superbike.
So, this is our rolling chassis of our Superbike. We're at the stage now with the engine in, the wheels are in, the front end's in.
Head technician at Team Honda Racing, Sean Clark, is charged with preparing this awesome machine for the track.
This is a 4x2x1 titanium exhaust pipe with the carbon fibre muffler.
The exhaust system is specifically developed for racing and adds massive horsepower to the motorcycle. Airflow is also a big part of bike performance. The airbox funnels air to the engine. Team Honda Racing use a race-ready K&N high-flow air filter.
OK, we're almost there. We'll get the fuel tank in now, we'll check the fuel lines, and then we'll get a seat on there for the rider to sit on. So our Team Honda Racing Superbike is all back together, but before we hit the starter button, we need to fill the engine up with lubricant.
For a race team, engine protection is paramount. Oleon Moto Lube RR5 is simply the best in the business.
So all the work's done, time to make some noise.
For more information about Oleon Oils, head to oleonoils.com. With the fun over, it's time to get serious, as points are once again back up for grabs. Any stuff up here could mean the dream of $20,000 and a contract with Team Honda Racing is over. Welcome again to the Ultimate Riders Race Circuit here in Broadford, Victoria. Now you're all going to be pleased to know that you are going to be getting on the bikes this afternoon. And of course, those precious points are up for grabs.
Today, it's about a fuel challenge. Pretty simple for you blokes.
Each contestant is going to get a tank full of fuel, exactly the same amount. Your job is to do as many laps as you can until your tank runs dry. Now, once your engine cuts out, you can coast as long as you can until your bike stays upright. But as soon as your foot hits the ground, your ride is over. But of course, there's a catch. You have to keep your lap times under 58 seconds. They need to be race speed. How far each rookie can get on 500 ml of fuel is the name of the game. If you travel super slow, you can go forever. But with a minimum lap time of 58 seconds, slow riders will receive a heavy penalty. Every second over the minimum pace of 58 seconds means 100 metres is subtracted from your final distance. First up in the points challenge is country boy Brody, who definitely carries an edge in this event. So how much do you weigh, Brody?
55 kilos at the moment.
Is that the slightest of all the guys in the group?
No, I think the next fella's about 65, so hopefully that comes to my advantage a bit.
Each contestant must complete one sighting lap before the challenge begins. Then, the race is on.
3, 2, 1, go!
Brody's equal second in the points challenge so far. And to me, initially off the start, looks very, very cautious.
And listening to the bike at the moment, the way he's using the throttle, he's probably not really pushing quite hard enough.
Yeah.
Brody is sailing very close to the wind. His lap times are hovering around the 58-second mark. Any slower and he will incur a penalty.
But, you know, he carries good corner speed.
He does.
Very good corner speed, and that's, to me, that's going to be very critical.
Brody has completed 4 laps, but Daryl and Paul suspect there won't be many more.
Oh,
There it is, so he's coughed.
he's just maximising every little last bit of fuel out of that thing. I'm really surprised it's still going.
Yeah. So wherever he puts his foot down now, it's out of fuel, so he needs to coast as far as he can. Pull the bike up.
Oh, yeah, even if he just gets up that hill a little bit, that's still... Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, good start.
That's a good effort.
Brodie's judgment was almost perfect. He's just below the 58-second limit on every lap, so his total of just over 5 laps will be difficult to beat. One thing's for sure, wild boy Mitch won't hold back in giving it a crack.
And look at the pace he's carrying.
Well, he's fast, got an enormous amount of ability, but he doesn't at times know why he's going fast, and it's about control.
This is meant to be a fuel economy run, and he's on it.
Mitch's siding lap is faster than any of Brodie's timed laps, so already he's burnt way more fuel than necessary.
3, 2, 1, go!
His first timed lap is even quicker.
He might just win the race, maybe not the endurance test.
Has Mitch's recklessness shattered anything other than his shot at the title? We'll see after the break. If you can't wait for more great action from the show, then thanks to InsureMyRide, head to our website where you can check out exclusive rider profiles, behind-the-scenes action, and much more. Plus, see Daryl Beattie tackle the Ultimate Rider test track on the 2012 Honda Fireblade that one lucky viewer will win. All that and more at theultimaterider.com.au. It's a fuel economy test for our ultimate riders. Judgment and distance instead of just speed are the critical factors here. That doesn't appear to have sunken in with Mitch.
That's the end of that one.
Can someone inform the ambulance? We've had a fall. Mitch.
You all right?
Sorry about that.
You all right?
What happened?
I don't know, just must have folded the front. Tyres obviously weren't warm enough.
It was like he decided that he had to make up all his pace on a turn that really only is the first time he has full lean angle on the left-hand side of the tyre.
Thankfully, Mitch hasn't damaged anything other than his chances in the competition.
I don't think she'll go again today.
The same, sadly, can't be said for Paul's bike.
I honestly thought I was going quite slow, like watching the lap that they did, the demo lap. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was about on par with what I was doing.
Look, that's about finding your pace and finding your feet around the circuit. So it's a part of
Failed the challenge.
it. In this case, probably, yeah.
More upset that I crashed the bike, really. It's a brand new motorbike and sort of just wrecked it, and hopefully I can get it going so the other boys can finish the challenge.
Luckily, Paul and Team Honda brought a backup CBR 600 so the competition can continue. But the boys now have something else to think about.
I was kind of planning on going quite quick around the corners to sacrifice a bit of the throttle control down the straight, so I might just have to take it a bit easier.
Really slow up the hill, no acceleration at all.
Holds the lap record, doesn't it, in his class?
Yeah, would imagine great bike control.
Yeah.
But this is more his style.
South Australian private schoolboy Daniel's approach to this challenge is the polar opposite to Mitch. But has he pulled back the speed too much?
He'll do about 45 laps at this pace.
Daniel is on his 5th lap, but so far his judgment is way off the mark.
What's he done there? Yeah, 103. He's really not pushing quite hard enough.
So it's 5 seconds different.
Every second over the 58-second mark is penalised by the judges. 5 seconds over the allowed time is a 500-metre penalty.
There we go. He should be able to coast down the hill.
Look at that, it's just creeping around, freewheeling. Just got across that crest there.
Completing 6 3/4 laps, Daniel has travelled almost 2 laps more than Brodie.
So that's where you are.
But his pace was so slow, his penalties may push him out of contention. Alex is the next to hit the track. And while he's not as slow as Daniel, he's still over the 58-second mark on multiple laps. Following Alex is last week's winner, Sam. He's also struggling judging his lap times.
He's possibly not carrying enough speed.
But it's the competition's youngest competitor, Kyle, who's travelling the slowest of them all.
Faster, Kyle, faster!
Only birthday boy Glenn is left to tackle the task. A nice present would be top of the leaderboard today, wouldn't it?
Most definitely. It would be really nice to win one for a change.
2, 1, go.
The critical question again is judgment. Almost every other rider has gone too fast or too slow.
Once again, I think he's turned in a bit too early there and he's washed off too much speed to enter that uphill section there.
Glenn also starts a little off the pace, but he does begin to quicken.
So if he can maintain that, he'll get...
Yep, to the end.
He'll do what's been asked for the challenges.
At 5 laps completed, Glenn's ploughing through the field. If he can make it over the next hill, he might just receive the ultimate birthday present.
There we go, so he's had the little cough, so he's going to make the top of the hill. Oh, he should make it if he's just had that cough there. That's unbelievable. Oh, wow. I was surprised he didn't give it one of these, you know, just stayed straight.
Glenn has missed the top of the hill by a mere couple of metres. Will that rob him of the prize he most desires? We'll find out next as this week's winner of the Ultimate Rider is revealed. This is the limited edition InsureMyRide's The Ultimate Rider Honda Fireblade 1000.
And guess what, Clara? We're giving it away.
The Honda Fireblade is famously powered by a 999cc liquid-cooled inline 4-cylinder engine and is valued at $17,770, including on-road costs. With brand new suspension, bodywork, instrumentation and wheels, this awesome bit of kit is the actual bike Darryl rides in the show and is decked out in exclusive The Ultimate Rider livery, signed by the champion rider himself. You'll also receive 1 year's comprehensive insurance thanks to InsureMyRide.com.au, so you'll be completely covered. To enter this exciting competition, visit our website, theultimaterider.com.au.
Get your entries in because you've got to have one of these in your garage.
Good luck. Okay, guys, it's that time again. Time to see how you all went. I think it's safe to say we know who didn't win. Our little did not finish, Mitch. How are you feeling, Mitch?
Yeah, all right, just a bit too embarrassed.
Well, that's good, because bikes we can replace, people not so easily. Okay, let's ask our judges how the rest of you went. Darryl?
How many of you today thought you came close to that 58 target time? Put your hand up. So, about 5 guys. Realistically, 1 or 2 of you came close to that target time today. I'm surprised.
Daniel, you actually achieved the greatest distance today in this challenge, but your lap pace around the circuit was way off where it needed to be, our target of 58 seconds a lap. In fact, mate, it was quite a way off. It was about 8 seconds a lap off what it needed to be of that target.
Are you surprised?
I really just thought it was fast enough for the challenge. I suppose going straight after Mitch, I was a little bit nervous.
Well, that's understandable. Well, let's find out how the rest of you went and who actually did a really good job today.
There were two guys that excelled at this challenge today. That was Brodie and Glenn.
And even Glenn, you were borderline. There was one lap you got into the target and then fell back out of it again. But as you know, there can only be one winner. And the guy that did it, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but pretty impressive and close, was Brodie. Well done, mate.
It's becoming a bit of a pattern with the two of you. Brodie takes top points for the second time in 3 weeks, with Glenn once again 1 spot behind. Alex is Mr. Consistency in 3rd place, while Mitch gets a point for trying. Brodie now heads the leaderboard, while Daniel, Mitch and Kyle are languishing down the bottom.
Next week I'm really hoping we have maybe some fitness challenges, something a bit different, and I can bounce back and get some more points.
No, not quite. Not the best birthday present. Very, very close. Possibly a little bit cautious out there, but I'm not sure where Brodie stands, but he seems to be the one to be chasing at the moment.
My light weight would have really helped with the fuel in this, but I think I got a bit lucky too.